Juliana, what are you doing to him? Okay, we gotta get this video going because I think Juliana is gonna wake up any minute. Trying to figure out this angle. Sorry about my bed, it is not fixed. I thought about fixing it and then forgot. Hi guys, I am very new to YouTube, so obviously you do not know me. My name is Nicole. I have two kids. I have a 11-year-old boy named Julian and an 8-month-old little girl named Juliana. Yes, their names are very similar. That was not done on purpose. People think that was planned, but it was not. Juliana was just the only name that we could agree on. So I have Julian and Juliana. This is my first postpartum update. I love watching these on other YouTube channels, and so I want to do one of my own, my 8-month postpartum video. I think it's just really good to see how other moms are doing in their postpartum journey, just to see, you know, it's nice to just feel like you're not alone, because sometimes between the hormones and sleep deprivation, you can feel like you're going a little crazy. I will try not to make it too rambly because I prefer to just keep it short and sweet. We might have a guest here soon because I think Juliana is waking up from her nap, of course, right as I'm getting ready to sit down. She might go back to sleep. I don't know. She's looking at the camera. She's awake. Okay, maybe she'll be okay for a couple minutes. If not, I'll go get her. So I guess we're gonna just start with the physical aspect. So I'm 8 months postpartum, and physically, obviously, I'm completely healed. I had a C-section with Juliana, actually with both my kids, but Juliana, I also had to have a C-section. So obviously 8 months, I'm all healed from that. We will talk about weight. When I was pregnant, well, first let's go back to before I was pregnant. Before I was pregnant, I was weighing about 174-ish, which was heavy for me because most of my adult life, I always teetered on 155, 160-ish. I'm 5'10", so that's fairly appropriate for my height. Then I got up to about 174, and then I got pregnant. And so I gained like 30, I can't remember exactly, I think it was like 36 to 40 pounds total. And so then after I had her, you know, you lose a bunch of weight right off the bat just from fluids coming out, and the baby obviously takes, you know, she was like 8 pounds, so that was 8 pounds that was gone right away. I just weighed myself this morning actually, because by the end of my pregnancy I don't remember exactly, I was 2 something. It was the most I've ever weighed in my entire life. So I weighed myself this morning and I'm it depends on the morning. Sometimes, like, I weighed myself one morning and I was like 193-ish, and then I just weighed myself and I'm 197. So it says I'm 197, so I'm still really not anywhere near my pre-pregnancy weight. That's okay with me. It's not really about weight for me. It's more about how I feel, how I look in my clothes, how I look not in my clothes. I think it's more just about confidence and just how you carry the weight. But I did notice that this time around, my stomach took a lot longer to go down than with my son, which, you know, every pregnancy is different. I'm 10 years older than I was with my son, so my body is different, and that's okay. I recently dropped a few pounds just by adjusting my eating. Basically, nothing, I'm not dieting, nothing drastic, but I love food. I love food, carbs, cheese, coffee with creamer in it. So obviously, you know, I don't have a super strict diet. I try to have balance. I do eat vegetables. I'm trying to do a better job at working in fruit, just becoming more conscious of just eating until I'm comfortable and then stopping. And that made a few pounds drop off in the matter of just a few weeks. I also started, since the weather has cooled down, because we're now in October, the beginning of October, I've now started going for walks again with my daughter, because number one, it gives me energy. Number two, it's just a nice way to get some light cardio in every day. Basically, I'm doing pretty well. I definitely feel a lot better now that I feel like I am losing a little bit more of the baby weight. Not that that is something anybody should ever obsess over or worry about, but just for me, I know that I feel my best and most energetic at under a certain weight. It's not necessarily about the number. I do not anticipate on going back to 174 or under that. I don't think that that's realistic for me anymore. My body has just changed so much, and it doesn't react to food the way that it used to. It doesn't react to exercise the way that it used to. I don't think I'm ever gonna get back to my pre-pregnancy weight. She's up. So we're gonna go get her and bring her in here. Okay, so we have a guest with us. She is gonna chill with me. Hopefully I can finish this up with her awake. Okay, so what was I talking about? Weight, I'm pretty comfortable with now that I've dropped a couple of pounds, even though I'm still a lot heavier than I was before I got pregnant. I feel pretty good about it. I think we try to get our bodies to look a specific way. We want our stomach to look a certain way. We want our legs to look a certain way, our butt to look a certain way, our boobs to look a certain way. And unfortunately, as you get older and as you have kids, your body may not necessarily want to do that. That's just not what it's gonna look like anymore. But even if you were to eat perfectly and exercise, you know, perfectly, your body may not still look like how you envisioned or whatever goal that you had in mind. I came to the realization that you should absolutely eat as healthy as possible. You should exercise as much as you can. That's healthy for you, that's realistic for you, and be consistent in that for health reasons. But it's best to let go of whatever picture you have in your mind of what your body should look like. Do all the right things and let your body do whatever it's gonna do. I think that's the best mindset to approach it, especially postpartum, because you already don't feel like yourself. You already feel, you know, maybe not your best. So I think to just take that pressure off can help a lot, you know, especially mentally. I've decided that I'm gonna eat how I have been eating. I don't eat bad. I don't eat super strict. I feel like I have a good balance going, and I'm gonna stick with that. If I'm doing those things and my body doesn't look exactly how it used to or anything resembling that, that is okay. If I'm doing everything right, then I need to accept whatever the result is, right? Let your body do its thing, let it look the way it's gonna look, and continue to practice those good habits. That's my advice, that's my 2 cents there. So, hi. Yeah, that's all I'll say about that, I guess. Now, we'll talk about the mental aspect, which I think is usually the hardest aspect of postpartum. One, your hormones are insane. They're all over the place after having a baby. Even when you're pregnant, they're all over the place. But after having a baby, they're trying to level themselves out, and they're just everywhere, especially if you're breastfeeding. Number 2, you are extremely sleep deprived, obviously, with a newborn. I'll talk about my experience personally. I'll give a brief summary, because to go into the details would go into my birth story per se, and her newborn phase, and so that would probably make the video too long, so I will probably touch on that later. So I'll just say she was a very difficult newborn, and that made that made everything a lot more challenging for me mentally, because I had a C-section. So not only am I recovering from surgery, but I'm getting no sleep. I have a baby that's constantly crying. She had a bunch of issues, not health issues, reflux, and there were reasons why she was the way that she was, but she was very difficult. So I was trying to recover from surgery while also not sleeping. Most newborns don't sleep well. She was like 5 times worse than that. That mentally was very challenging. I have to say, for the first, she just pulled the tripod down. No. But I would say the worst mentally for me was the first 4 months. I was not in the best place mentally. For me, I don't do well when I don't sleep. Some people can function on very little sleep and they're fine and they can go about their life and they can go about their day. I can't. If I don't get at least semi-adequate sleep, I can feel depressed because I have low energy. I'm very tired. My body hurts. I don't react well to little sleep. There were lots of moments during her newborn months where I did not feel like myself. I didn't feel good. I felt low. I felt not unhappy, just really low at that, with just that moment and what was going on. I never took it out on anybody, but I'm sure, Vince could see at times that I was just not very upbeat. Yeah, those beginning months were very hard. I'll go into that more at a different video, but yeah, that was rough. Now, going to now, 8 months, I am so much better. So much better for a lot of reasons. She's doing a lot better. She doesn't have a lot of those issues that she used to. So obviously that gives me a lot of relief. She's still not sleeping great, but she sleeps a lot better than she used to, which is a major thing. Even her crappiest nights is still a lot better than it was when she was a newborn. I definitely feel so much better. I can get through my day with a lot less anxiety and frustration. My struggles are still, I have days where I can be more irritable than others and more impatient. For example, if she's having a really whiny just day where she's just in a mood and she's just whiny about everything, I get very impatient. I hate to call it annoying, but it gets very annoying after hours of that. I need to work on my patience more because I can let it ruin my mood when she's in a bad mood, and I shouldn't. She's a baby. It is what it is. I can't do anything because she just takes so much energy and attention, and so that can be frustrating, and so I will tend to get frustrated. So that's still there. Hot flashes. I still get really bad hot flashes. Like, we're in October. The weather is, it's cooled down a lot. So depending on the day, sometimes we have to still turn the AC on. Other times we turn the heat on. I just feel like I'm a furnace. Like, spontaneously, I just feel so hot. I don't remember that with my son. I don't remember that with him. So I'm assuming it's hormonal, but that really sucks. Other than that, mentally, I'm doing really well. Physically, I am doing really well at this point, and I think it will only start to get better as she gets older and some things get easier. Hopefully her sleep gets easier. You want to say hi? Say hi! So yeah, I think that covers it. I could probably go on and on, honestly, drone on for hours about the whole thing, but I wanted to just keep this one a little more of a summary and not too long and ranty, but I will probably follow it up with a different vlog in the future that goes more into detail about my birth story, her newborn problems, challenges, and those first few months since I did not vlog at that time. So I'm going to let you go because we're gonna go for a walk If you have not already, because I am super new to this whole YouTube thing, I would love for you to subscribe if you like these kind of videos, because this is basically the kind of content I will be doing. Yeah, this is, if you like this video and you like this kind of content, please subscribe and like this video. And you can also follow me on Instagram, which will be at the end of this video. I'll give you my Instagram name. And yeah, if you want to see this little lady grow up, which should be interesting for all of us, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.